Hey guys, this is Dennis here, and I saw someone wanted me to do assignment 9.2, so we're going to work on it today. And the very first thing to do for this is to open up tutorial 9.3. If you do not have tutorial 9.3, you can actually go into your Esri Press folder and go to My Exercises, Finished Exercises. So all the tutorials here have been finished by Esri. This comes with your data. And just go to chapter 9. Tutorial 9.3, you can save as a copy and change its name to assignment 9.2, which is what I did. So we're going to jump right into it from there. Now, the first thing it asks us to do is to get rid of the pool tags layer because we don't use it, so I'm just going to remove that. And I don't think we use these, but I'm just going to move this down here for now. And it wants us to add one set of data, so we'll go to Add Data. We'll start from the beginning. It's going to be your GIS-T1 folder, data, Pittsburgh, public pools, and it's going to be JAX-Stack visits. So you can just double click that. I'm going to zoom to layer because that's where we're working in. Now the next thing it wants us to do is to set up a query in this layer. So we're going to go to Properties, Definition Query. You can type it out what you like or use the query builder, which is what we're going to do. And we're going to do age, and it asks us to do age is less than or equal to 17 and age is greater than or equal to 5. We'll verify that. We'll see that it's successful. Hit OK. Hit OK. You'll see it's reduced some of the amount of visits. Now the next thing it wants us to do is to create a multi-ring buffer. So I'm just going to go to Windows Search and type buffer. Buffers, and asks you to save it in your assignment folder, which I already have here, assignment 9.2. So let's save, and then we'll do the distances. So the first one is 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1.5, and 2. So we have them all here. We're making sure everything else is correct. We're ensure we're using the right input features. Let me double check that. No, we want to use the pool ones, actually. So you need to open up this and select JAX-Stack here. So we know that it centers around this. Input features pools. Distances, miles. Okay, now it looks correct. And we'll just hit OK. You can see it's working down here. And it should take a second. And the reason why if I mentioned it, you select the JAX-Stack there is so it centers around. Yeah, you see how it centers around that pool? You can just click the selection now if you want. Okay, the next thing it wants us to do is create an intersect between this buffer and Pittsburgh. So we're going to go to Geoprocessing, Intersect, and we're just going to add those two features together. The JAX-Stack buffers, which we just made, and we're going to use Pittsburgh, and we're going to rename it to Intersect. I'm just going to call it PGH. buffer average visits. Hit save. Everything still looks fine. We'll hit OK. Alright. And the next thing we can do quickly is to go to properties and symbology categories. Do this by distances. Just turn that off, and we're going to import symbology of the pool buffers. Okay. Matching distance. Alright. So now it looks like all the other buffers. We're going to turn off the intersect so you can see, and we'll turn off the other buffers so you can see there. Now you can change symbology, but we're going to finish doing the work first. The next thing it wants us to do is to add a field. So we're going to go to Open Attribute Table and add field. It's going to be called Distance Average, and we're going to change the data type to float. So we'll hit OK. It says it's too long. That's fine. We'll see over here that it's created. Now we can't actually edit this yet. We have to turn on the editor. So we'll exit out of that. Go to Editor, Start Editing, and we'll pick Join Buffer Average Visits. And if they were all in the same database, we could have just selected the root, but they're not. We're going to open up the attribute table, and we're going to start writing these numbers that it asks us to write. So the first one is 0.125. The next one is 0.375, 0.625, 0.875, 1.25, and 1.75. So we have that there. Everything looks fine. We're going to save edits and stop editing. Now the next thing it wants to do, the very last thing, is to create a scatter plot. So we're going to go to View, Graphs, Create Graph. We're going to pick graph type. It says scatter plot. The Y field is going to be visits. So it's going to be just like the tutorials if you did it. The X field will be distance average here. Now if it doesn't show up here, it's because we need to custom and pick the choices here. We'll pick red. It's up to you what you want to do there. We don't really care about that legend things. We'll turn it off. Next, finish. So we have it here. Now you can see it's pretty clear what this is saying, right? So the closer the pool is, the more average visits it gets, and the further it is, the less visits it gets, right? And now you can always turn on the graphs here, right? So it's, which one do we just make? This one maybe, right? And then you can add it wherever you want to add it. Now at this point, it's up to you to do the symbology, of course. The work's been done. If you accidentally exit out the graph, right, it's just here. Pick which one it is. Once again, thank you for watching this. If you like it, of course, subscribe, all that good stuff. If there are other tutorials you want me to do, or assignments, let me know. I might make some tutorials based on just concepts instead of just a book. I do have other GIS books as well, remote sensing, spatial decisions, a few others I can look into doing. So once again, thank you for your time, and enjoy your Sunday.